Hello everyone, today we're going to talk about the Bitcoin and the other news that we had. We're going to talk about the Federal Reserve balance sheet, what they're planning to do with it. And the main question is, did we came to the bear market or we still have a chance to continue as a bullish signal? Because last days we saw some bullish moves and some people are expecting the Bitcoin is done with the falling and we're going to continue with the upward movement. So let's connect this movement to the news and let's see what do we have in the coming future. And as usual, I want to start with the Bitcoin chart. Let's take a look. This is the hourly chart, and let's take a look. What do we have? What is our worst scenario that can be? So, as we see on the chart, we have almost particularly the same, like the almost same move that we had on the future on the January. Is like, I mean, on the past, on the January, like it was, like 2 weeks ago. So we had the same slightly drop of the price as we see here. Same thing, we have this like we're making lower lows and like the people have a start panicking and start selling their coins. So after it, we have giving the good bounce from the level, like good reaction to the level and reaching like somewhere close to the trend line that we had on the graph. Then we have some consolidation and reaching this trend line again, and then we had this squeeze movement. Is just a squeeze drop of the price, making the new low, and then we have the same scenario, making new low here. Then we're giving a good reaction, same movement as we see here. We can connect the same movements. We came close to the trend line, we didn't touch it. We gave a small bounce from the level, same. We came close, we didn't touch it, we gave a small bounce. And the main question is here, do we gonna repeat the same scenario, the same fractal that we had, or we can break this level? So to answer the questions, let's take a look of what do we have on the chart, right? So we can easily answer it. So based on my expectation, as we see on the last days, the market are not even volatile market. For me, I will prefer, like, just to see a move for any of the sides. Is for me, it doesn't even matter, is it going to go up or down. I just want to see the moves, because now the market is small volatile and the trades on these periods are not that interesting because we're not seeing the good movements. And I don't want to use as I said, on these times I don't want to use a high leverage of my position. I don't want to leverage my position at all, basically. But so we need a movement, we need the price movement so we can decrease our leverage. So what is my expectation? For me, what I'm basically expect, I don't think that we're going to give a small, we're going to give this strong candle to break the level and we're going to continue the upward movement. On my expectation, we have a scenario of we're going to break this level, we're going to retest the level of 43. We might go a bit higher, like to retest this level. So price of 52,000 can be like somehow a local high. Is not actually local high, is a high, new high. So when the people will start thinking that we're gone, the market is done, is we recovered, then on this one I'm planning to see I'm planning to see the last drop of the price, till the price of 29, because we still didn't reach it, still didn't collect enough liquidity for the continuation of bull market. Or the second scenario is less optimistic, because we have to come to this trend line as we had on the before, on the stories, we're just coming and then we was giving the strong move. So we came here, and now we have to come here, but now the price coming closer to the trend line without having a good move. So in a bad scenario, we're going to come something like, with these small movements to the price, and then we're going to give a reaction on it, and then we're going to drop to the price of 29,000. So because later I'm not expecting that the price is going to drop below than 29,000. I'm not expecting, okay, with the squeeze movements, let me say, we can reach to a 26,000, but I don't think that the price is gonna fix on this price, because I'm not seeing that the price have to drop to less than 29,000. As I said, with the squeeze movements, yes, I can say like, yeah, like it can be, but I'm not seeing that the price is gonna fix on the levels below than 29,000. So my expectation on the price moves, like as we saw, my previous expectation all these days was working, and this one is like, hope it will not work, because it's kind of pessimistic one, and we don't like the pessimistic sign in the markets. We don't like it. So I'm expecting the move gonna come somewhere close to the trend line, and then we're gonna see a good reaction on it, and then we had the chance to drop till the price of 29,000, with the most probably we're gonna make the fake breakout as we was doing, like what the Bitcoin love to do is the having a fake breakouts to let the people think, or we done, is gone, the bearish market is gone, they're gonna start opening the long position with the high leverage. So this will be a bad for them, this will be a worse scenario for them, because I'm expecting with the fake breakout of the level, we're gonna just drop the price below than 34,000. We can reach to the price of 29,000. This is my small, shortly, briefly expectation from the Bitcoin price movement. And let's just take a look to the later on to the next news that I want to talk about. This is a expectation from the market about the interest rate increasing, and as we see now, the market are expecting that they might be increasing in the interest rate of 5 times. So what does it mean? The meaning is what basically the market is expecting that in the every next meeting of the Federal Reserve they're gonna be increasing in the interest rate. Is it a good signal? No. Is it a good sign for the market? No, of course no, because as I talked yesterday, Jerome Powell said after they will start increasing the interest rate, they're planning to decrease their balance sheet. So, and by the way, Federal Reserve balance sheet, let me show you. Let me show you the reserve of the Federal Reserve balance sheet is $8.8 trillion. 8.8 trillion, and they start bringing this machine of purchasing the assets. Is like what, when the pandemic period started, when they took a decision that they have to do something with it, and then from a balance sheet of like 4 trillion, we came to a price of $8.8 trillion. And imagine, is a two time higher than on the normal time, than on the normal period of time when there was no coronavirus and when everything was cool, everything was nice. So imagine when the Federal Reserve will decide to decrease their balance sheet, as they said yesterday as well, that they're planning to decrease it when they will increase the interest rate, and when it will become stable, because the economy have to cover itself by itself, right? So at that time they're planning to start selling off. Imagine how the market gonna react on it. Imagine what's gonna happen with the market. I'm not talking about only the traditional market, the S&P 500 or Nasdaq. The same reaction going to be on the Bitcoin market as well, on the cryptocurrency market. When the Federal Reserve will decide to start selling off, we can see a huge bearish signals. We're gonna see a huge bearish candles on the markets. These days going to be a red days for the both market, for the cryptocurrency market and for the traditional markets, because the number of $4 trillion is a huge number for the markets. I want to just to remind, capitalization of cryptocurrency, total market capitalization is 1.7 trillion. So just make your own calculation based on these news. And also I want to talk about the Bitcoin with the RSI. Historically, the RSI, when it was coming to the bottom, it was showing that this is a bottom of the movement. So this is a local, this is a like, it's not a local, this is a bottom of the price falling. So we had the same scenario before on the previous line when the RSI came to the bottom, the same bottom here, when then we had a movement of like, we had a huge movements actually from 4,000 to 60,000. Yes, and then before, like as you can see on this picture, we had all the time when the RSI was coming to the bottom, we was seeing a huge movement of the price. Same here, we had 2 touches, but after it we came from up to down, a big, we drop a bit below the line, and then on the recovery we was seeing a huge pump of the price. So this is kind of optimistic scenario and hope it will work, right? I'm just hoping that it's going to work. So let's see how it's going to happen, because historically it was showing all the time it was correct. This indicator was giving all the time the correct signals. Let's see how it's going to work this time, because you know all the time the cases are different. So let's see how it's going to work in this scenario with this case. And the next one, what we can see, sorry, this is a bit Russian one, but I took it from the other source, and we can see here the correlation between the Bitcoin market and with the S&P 500 market. We can see exact, I think it's the 100% correlation. Now what do we have in the market? See the same movements, price dropping down, then a big recovering, same thing dropping down, and then we're giving a sign of recovery here. So this was the interesting one. All right, I'm seeing the correlation between the markets are really interesting. Same with the golds. Yesterday the golds dropped for like, for the gold it was a huge drop. The gold dropped for 1% yesterday for the gold itself, right? Yeah, we can see the Bitcoin can drop for 10% in one day and everything is cool. But for the gold, 1% movement dropping for 1% in a day is a huge drop. And for today, this was it. Today there's going to be no trade, because these days I'm a bit busy, so I was not trading today. So I don't like, there is nothing that I want to share with you. Hope you like this video. It's kind of a bit like, you know, is not the same as videos that I'm having all these days. So but hope you enjoyed it, hope you like it. Just press a like button for me, just to show me your support. If you are not subscribing my channel, do it now. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Wish you all the wealth.